Testing. 1, 2. Is this thing on? Hello? Hey everyone, welcome back to PlaycrastiNation Population 382. I just recorded this entire channel update video with my microphone off, which might actually turn out to be a good thing, because I usually end up rambling in them anyway, and I did, but now that I've already gone through it one time with this thing muted, maybe this second time through will be a little bit better. Anyway, as I said, welcome to a channel update video. I have a lot to talk to you guys about, basically about what's going to be going on the channel over the next 1 to 2 months. Essentially got a lot of things going on, both in terms of the channel and in terms of real life, that I need to get into. As you guys know, we just finished up our Pokemon Black 2 Alternate Reality Nuzlocke. If you haven't watched the series, go watch it. And in terms of what's coming up next, it's a little iffy. Let me go back a little bit. Let me preface everything that I'm about to say by saying I did a little channel audit. I took a look at the channel. As you guys know, growth has been a little bit stagnated on the channel over, the last 5 or 6 months or so. We've really been trying to hit that 400 subscriber mark, but we've been really stuck around 380, 385-ish. I think we even made it up to 390 at one point, but we came back down. We've been stuck. And when I stopped and looked at why we've been stuck, the number one thing that came to mind is, honestly, YouTube has just been less of a priority for me, and it sucks, and that's something I'm going to be working on over the next couple months to try to figure out. But right now, the reason that it's a lack of a priority is because I have so many things going on in my real life that YouTube is kind of just taking a backseat. You've probably seen over the last month, content has been less regular. Sometimes I don't get it uploaded until like 4 or 5 p.m. Sometimes I don't get it up at all. That's what she said, or he said. Sometimes we're down to 1 series now. Like, these are things that have never happened in the history of the channel, and it's starting to do this, and the numbers are showing it. We're not gaining subscribers because of it. YouTube is the beast where, well, sometimes you don't give, what you give, you get back. Theoretically, that's the hope. Sometimes you don't get back what you give, but you definitely will not get anything back if you don't give anything, and my effort has just kind of plummeted over the last couple months, and that is my priority number 1 for what I'm going to fix. But as far as priorities go, YouTube just cannot be a priority in my life right now, and it sucks. The reason for that, as you guys know, last month, about a month ago, I left my job of 2 years. Just wasn't having a good time anymore. Wanted to take a little break to kind of refresh and figure out what the heck I want to do with the rest of my life, essentially, if I even want to stay in the field that I'm in. Had several mid-quarter life crisis, hopefully not a midlife crisis. I'd like to live past 40, well, how old am I? Oh no, I'm old. Anyway, like to live a decent amount, so hopefully it's a quarter life crisis, but I had several of them. Had less epiphanies than I would have liked to, but a month later of relaxing, I am ready, and I'm searching for jobs again. I've been searching since August 1st. It's about 10 days since I started searching for jobs. I've got like 3 interviews lined up so far. Just sent dozens of applications out, so hoping to hear back from some more of them in the future, and hoping to get this process wrapped up as quickly as possible, because all of the other things I want to do, or I need to do in my real life, hinge on having a job. Because as I look into that bank account every single day, like when you're playing Sonic and you're in the underwater level and the breath meter starts going, I'm getting to the point, panic wise, where it's getting pretty loud. I'm not like gonna run out of money or anything, but I need some money coming in to do a lot of the things I want to do, so I can't spend any of the money I have. So we're getting close to that panic Sonic stage, and so everything pretty much hinges on getting a job. I'm hoping to have that wrapped up, honestly, by the end of this month. If I know that sometimes the process can take a while. You gotta get drug tests, so I'm giving some time for it, but I'm hoping by the end of August to have a job either lined up or to be started by September. Like I said, I'm applying to a bunch of places, so hopefully it can go pretty well, but I also haven't interviewed in 2 years, so I understand that it may take a couple interviews for me to get back into the swing of things. I also don't know if I fit into my suit. We got a lot of problems here. The second thing that, like I said, hinges on getting a job that I want to do is to move out of my parents' house finally. Honestly, this is something I wanted to do a very long time ago. Back when I worked at the job that I recently left, we had an office. Back in, last year, we had an office. I had to commute 40 minutes to work every day, got tired of that commute and said, I'm gonna move a little bit closer, cut it down to like a 20-minute commute or so. And I was ready to do that, but in February, after all of my coworkers left me alone and quit and went to other jobs, they decided that it didn't make sense to have an office space anymore, and we went to a remote job. We changed to a remote company, and I started working from home, which was amazing right off the bat. It's nice being able to work from home, but it also kind of postponed things for me, because in my brain I go, if I'm working from home and have no commute, why would I move out? Why would I go pay $1,000 in rent when I could sit in my parents' basement and eat their food? And so the math side, the financial side of my brain was like, I'm going to save some money and I'm going to stay at home. But now that I'm looking for a real job again, it's going to require a commute. I'm like, oh my God, I'm 23. I'm in my parents' basement. It's time to go. So I'm going to get out of here as quickly as possible. Basically, the second I find a job, I'm looking for apartments right off the bat, houses. I'm not going to be too picky either, so I'm hoping to have a job, like I said, by end of August. I'm hoping to be moved out by mid-September. So by September 15th, the rest of this plan can be enacted. Worst comes to worst, if I'm not moved out by end of September, if I don't have a job by like mid-September and then moved out 2 weeks later, someone send me $1 million in the mail, because I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna start buying lottery tickets. But, so step 1, job. Step 2, move out. Step 3, fix this beautiful PC right here, if it even is the PC's issue. Once I move out, as you guys know, I really want to do Twitch streaming. I was watching some Twitch streams the other day. What is this dust? Oh, can you see that? I was like, I just rubbed the top of my PC. That could be part of the issue. I haven't cleaned that lady in such a long time. I was watching Twitch streams and just, I want to do it, so I want a Twitch stream. I honestly think that Twitch is the future of gaming, and I think that YouTube is dying as a platform in terms of gaming. I think that Twitch is the future, so I really want to do some gaming on Twitch, but I got to figure out why we can't. When I move out, it may turn out that it's my home internet. We have decent internet. It's fast, but it's unreliable, if that makes sense. Like me in bed. Why? I mean, it's not a monetized channel, but demonetized instantly. My internet has some issues where it kind of just like comes in. Everything I say. Let's get a non-sexual sentence out. My internet is bad. Sometimes it's unreliable. So I'm hoping that when I get to the new place, then I can just pay whatever I want for internet. I can get some good internet, and hopefully that's the problem. Hopefully instantly that's the problem with it. That's fixed. And boom, we can start streaming again. If it's not the problem, we got to figure out what's wrong with the PC. My last-ditch effort to fix the PC is going to essentially be to wipe everything clean off of the PC and start fresh. If it still doesn't work after that, then it must mean I have a defective part, and I will need to build a new rig. Well, I could just figure out what the defective part is and replace it, but I'm lazy, so I'll probably just build a new rig. Boom! Back to stage 1, I need a job before I can build another $1,500 PC. So as you can see, a lot of this hinges on me getting a job. But once that happens, I have some humongous, first name Hugh, last name Mungus, things planned for the channel going forward. I want to tease it, but I can't tell you too much. All I'm going to say is it's gonna take a lot of work. It's essentially a reboot, if you will. I'm not gonna say exactly how so, but I really want to invigorate some life, inject some life back into the channel, because like I said, it's kind of fallen on the priority list, which has also just kind of made it fall on my excitement list. I think back to when I first started YouTube, every time I sat down for a series, first of all, we had like 6 series going at the same time, and I was able to maintain all of that. I was able to maintain it. I went and I worked on a political campaign for a month in Iowa, and I brought my PC up with me in the hotel, and I was still trying to get stuff done up there. So like, that was my level. If I was to do that today, I'd be like, no videos for a week. That was my level of commitment back then, and I just don't have that anymore. So I want that again. I want things to kind of feel like they did right at the start of the channel, and so I think the channel needs a bit of a reboot, like I said, we have been not very good about regularly scheduling content, the editing, the quality, it's just everything. It hasn't been improving. Back when I first started, my goal was every video you should go out should be a little bit better than the last one in terms of content, and now I've hit a point where it's like, can they hear it? Can they see it? Put the video out. Not quite to that degree. I do make sure everything's edited right and that it sounds good and looks good, but to some degree I kind of have plateaued in terms of quality, where I'm like, it's watchable, just put it out, they'll be fine with it. So I don't want to be like that anymore, and I'm hoping that injecting some life into the channel will simultaneously inject some life back into me to my enjoyment of the channel. So, and the biggest way I think it's going to do that is, like I said, Twitch. The biggest buzzkill for me is wanting to do Twitch so badly and just not being able to. It'd be one thing if it's like, I want to do Twitch so badly, oh, but I'm too lazy. It's literally, I would stream for 25 hours a day. I would add an extra hour. I'd go through time to stream on Twitch, but this hunk of black metal right here won't let me. And that's the thing that hurts the most. You would think that country song said what hurts the most was being so close. Actually, what hurts the most is not being able to stream on Twitch when you really, really want to. So I'm hoping to fix that either via PC or via internet. As soon as that happens, here's what the future, long term. Like I said, reboot's coming. I'm going to be working on that over the next couple months. Massive changes. Big old changes. PlaycrastiNation will look like nothing you've ever seen before. Well, maybe some of you've seen before, but not like PlaycrastiNation has ever looked like before. But I have to do a lot of things, spend some money even. I'm willing to spend some money on the channel to get some new things going, and I think it's going to be all worth it. We're gonna get I want to get the YouTube train rolling again. The lack of subscriber growth that's another thing too. Is like you log in every day and you're like, same subscribers. Not that I'm doing anything to actively recruit people into PlaycrastiNation, and I need to be doing that again. I used to freaking add people on Twitter and message them and be like, hey, you should check this out. And I was one of those annoying people, and it worked. I got some new subs from it, but I just have the desire is falling off, so I need to get that back, and I think this reboot is the way to do it. But there's so many things I have to work on over the next couple months before that reboot can happen. So I would say here's the order of events: job, move out, fix computer, gigantic channel reboot. Announce that to you guys within a couple months. And from there, here's what the future I'm hoping is going to look like. Obviously, when I get this reboot figured out, I'll have more ideas going forward. But like I said, I don't believe that YouTube is the future of gaming content anymore. 5 years ago, sure. 10 years ago, without a doubt. But looking forward now, they're really just not tailored. It seems like YouTube, with their YouTube Red and with their YouTube sponsored series, they really want it to be more of a television kind of thing, episodic type of stuff, random content like Facebook. They really want that shareable content, and honestly, Let's Plays they just don't make sense for that, and it's unfortunate. And so where I think I will be going long term is moving all Let's Play style content over to Twitch. Twitch will be over here. That'll be 99% of our gaming content. Let's Plays, roguelites, any random stuff will be over here on Twitch. The only gaming things that remain on YouTube over here are stuff that require editing, or things that at least they don't require it, but I think they look better with a nice editing touch. And that is primarily Nuzlocke. Nuzlocke will stay on YouTube because I like building the layout. I like working on editing the layout whenever we lose a member, which is constant, getting new badges, etc. I like doing that kind of stuff. So Nuzlocke will stay on YouTube. Everything else gaming essentially is going to go over to Twitch. The other types of content we're going to be putting on YouTube are obviously channel update videos like this, any sort of scripted or scripted content, top 10 videos if I ever finally get down and learn how to edit so I can make one of those, even if it's just a rough top 10 video. The highlight videos, maybe highlights from Twitch. Obviously, we'll be uploading Twitch VODs as well, but if I also want to do like a, best moments from our whatever playthrough, those will go on YouTube as well. Any sort of news update video, for example, the evolution possibility, which is starting to look like it might actually not be a possibility, and I'm very upset about. The new evolution, if that's gonna be a thing. Any Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee news. Basically any news that I'm excited about, I'll probably put on YouTube, and some random videos. Maybe I got some rants. Maybe I want to get into, who knows, maybe I get into the reacting game. Probably not. I'm going to press an X to doubt on that one. But maybe I get into is my mic on? Thank goodness. I just remember that I didn't turn it on for the last one. I'm like, did I turn it on for this one? I did. If I get into the reacting game, basically YouTube will be YouTube content and Twitch will be Twitch content, or at least what I perceive as both of them. Twitch will be gaming. VODs will be uploaded to YouTube. YouTube will be shorter, basically I'm going to play the YouTube game. If I want this YouTube channel to grow, I got to play the YouTube game, and uploading 45-minute Pokemon episodes isn't always the best for that. So I'm going to try to play the YouTube game, and we're going to see if we can get this train rolling. If not, maybe we can get the Twitch train rolling. Maybe we just abandon YouTube completely, it's in the dust, and Twitch is my new safe haven. I have no idea. I'm getting way ahead of myself. I still got to get a job first. Like I said, I got some interviews coming up, so hopefully this process goes by quickly. One of them's with a company that makes video games, which would be amazing. I'll be very interested in working for them. It might reinvigorate my life, my interest in gaming in general, so that could be really good. So hopefully things work out. I will obviously keep you guys up to date. You can follow me on Twitter at PlaycrastiNate for any important updates in terms of the job hunt, the house hunt, etc. And hopefully all of those things will be squared away within a couple months, and we can get into that. In the meantime, I don't want to that's not me saying you're gonna have no content for 2 months till I figure this out. But you will have less content for 2 months while I figure this out. I would say expect short videos a couple times a week, maybe three days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, maybe Tuesday, Thursday, who knows, basically whenever I can get them up. Short 10-minute, so I'm trying to find a game that it makes sense that 10-minute videos could work. Obviously something like a Nuzlocke makes no sense. There's also too much editing with a Nuzlocke, so basically a game that requires no editing, that I can play in 10-minute chunks and actually accomplish things. That's a problem too, is like I can't do a game like, I thought about maybe doing Conker's Bad Fur Day, but how much can you actually get done in a 10-minute stretch of Conker's Bad Fur Day? Not a whole lot, unfortunately. So I'm trying to find a game, if you have suggestions, that I can get stuff done in 10-minute chunks. I thought about bringing Isaac back, but again, that's long. I want short, non-edited videos, basically for the next month or so until I get stuff figured out, because again, I have to figure out the PC down here too. So if I wipe the whole thing clean, I can't have like episodes in the backlog, and I also will lose all of my, I don't know, it's tough. I'm trying to figure out what the heck I'm gonna do, but just know that this too shall pass. In a couple months, we will be back. Big changes coming. You're not going to want to miss them. PlaycrastiNation is going to look completely different than it ever has before in its entire life, and I'm pretty excited about it if it ends up panning out. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I am starting to ramble like I did at the end of the last one, and you know what's funny? This was longer than the last one, so actually the second take is actually worse for me apparently, but I probably covered more, so maybe it's better. I have no idea. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys. Will I see you guys? Yeah, I'll see you in one of those short videos, and like I said, keep your belts on tight, get ready. Couple months when this big announcement drops, you are not going to want to miss it. See you guys then.